We all know that this season the NFL is now introducing male cheerleaders into the world of football. And not your typical male cheerleaders that normally stand around to be, the support for like pyramids, but actual feminine type of male cheerleaders that'll be dancing along with the cheerleaders. Personally, it is not what I want to see. But I'm curious to know if there are any fans that are really interested in seeing this on the sidelines. Let's take a look.
The Minnesota Vikings just upset a lot of people after becoming the first NFL team to have multiple male cheerleaders. So the Minnesota Vikings made an announcement earlier today that they will now have 2 male cheerleaders on their roster this year, and that is the first NFL team in history to do so. You have Louie, who is their main male cheerleader this year, and you also have Blaze, who is the other male cheerleader on their roster. And this list was released today, something I bet a lot of you didn't know. There are actually 12 teams this year in the NFL that are going to have male cheerleaders on their roster. So in case you didn't know, if you are a fan of the Minnesota Vikings, Baltimore Ravens, Los Angeles Rams, New Orleans Saints, Philadelphia Eagles, San Francisco 49ers, New England Patriots, Tennessee Titans, Indianapolis Colts, Kansas City Chiefs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or my team, the Carolina Panthers, are actually the only team in the NFL to have a transgender person on their cheerleading team.
So the Minnesota Vikings just replaced 2 female cheerleaders with 2 men and made one of them the lead cheerleader, meaning front and center. Now look, I get it. Times are changing. Inclusivity is like the buzzword over the last decade. But is this really what the NFL fans are showing up to see? The videos are going viral. The backlash is huge, and some fans are even calling for a boycott. Supporters say male cheerleaders have been around for years, but this isn't just adding guys to the squad. It's replacing women and putting the men front and center. Critics argue it's taken away opportunities from female athletes who've trained their entire lives for those spots. So I ask you this question. Everybody's been dancing around. Is this about football, or is this about politics and shoulder pads? Let me know what you think, because I got a feeling a lot of people, a lot of males specifically, are not exactly stoked with this whole switcheroo that's going on here. Let me know in the comments. Appreciate you.
So 12 NFL teams have added male cheerleaders, and we're not talking about the atypical male cheerleader that you're used to, but one of those teams has 2 male cheerleaders, the Minnesota Vikings. No one asked for this. Here's the Patriots. No one wants to see a man act like a woman on NFL sidelines. This used to be something we made fun of, like Robin Williams when he became the first official male cheerleader in the NFL in the 70s. Like, he's joking about dressing up like a woman, Mrs. Doubtfire F. Now the NFL is embracing it. What are we doing? What do you think, though? Is this a bad direction for the NFL? I don't think it should be a part of the NFL at all.
Nobody asked for this. Nobody asked for this. Nobody wants to watch fairy boys dancing at an NFL game.
I want to show you this. It is not just this team, Jay. There are several teams. 12 teams in the NFL have male cheerleaders, including the Minnesota Vikings, the Baltimore Ravens, the Rams, the Saints, the Eagles, the 49ers, the Eagles. In case I didn't get that out there. Patriots, the Titans, the Indianapolis Colts, Kansas City Chiefs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Carolina Panthers. But here's the kicker. The Ravens are making history with 19 males on their cheer team. Again, 19 men cheering. And you can see online, and you can see some of them obviously I'll point out the obvious, well-built guys. Men cheering, that's been around for a very long time. They're set to do stunts and to hold up these women.
Sure.
Obviously, the strength of them, right? It's even written that their focus is on stunts and pyramid building, so you may see more to it. But then you've got some others, aside from this one, that may not be doing the pyramids when you see them dancing around with the pom-poms. So I'm curious to see what this is going to look like. Like this here, some of the dancing routines with the pom-poms and such. I don't know if this specific cheerleader will be a part of the pyramid building, right? But they have them, and I don't see the muscle men that I've just watched in the pics out there. But I see the one guy. Either way, I've talked too much. Jay, let me get your thoughts on it.
Well, I don't know why we continue to try to have men replace women. I mean, my daughter, when she was a freshman, my oldest daughter was going into high school, and they didn't have a women's soccer team. They were like, oh, she can try out for the guys' team. I'm like, well, that's unsafe, first of all. And second, it's unfair. And so we started a girls' soccer team, and, I coached that team, and we ended up winning a state championship. But, I think we have to continually find ways to protect women, protect women's sports, and that's what I worry about. I just worry that we continue to find ways to replace women and men going into women's sports or women's activities, instead of, having those men continue to do what men have done and be in their areas. I don't think we have to try to find ways to replace women and put men into those areas.
Look at the Carolina Panthers' newest female cheerleader. Yeah, that's not who you thought was beating out 20 women for the job. The rookie spent weeks nailing dance routines. He spent 10 minutes trying a ponytail and still walked out with the uniform. Now he's back on the squad. They're back on Indeed searching NFL jobs, and the Panthers sideline just got a little more versatile.
This is Justine Lindsay. She's 29 years old and the newest member of the Carolina Panthers cheerleading squad. And one other thing, she's also trans. She's the first trans cheerleader in the history of the NFL, according to BuzzFeed. And she has a message for all the haters harassing her online. I pray that God continues to bless you and love you unconditionally.
The Minnesota Vikings have 2 dude cheerleaders. This is a different kind of guy cheerleader.
No way. This is some AI stuff.
No, this is real, David. You watch it.
Those are new cheerleaders.
Those are, yes. Yes.
Who asked for this?
That's what I'm saying.
What football fans around the country are saying we need more? Okay.
It's...
Where's my Vikings?
I guess they feel like it's sexualization without representation.
My eyes are bleeding.
Sexualization without representation?
Sexualization without representation. That's what they're saying. I've never heard anybody make that argument, though. Is there some sort of huge gay football fan base that I'm just missing that is upset about the lack of cheerleaders?
You were talking about Texas A&M earlier.
Well, yeah. What the Texas A&M does with their guys...
What's this?
This is either queer or homosexual.
Please like and subscribe. For real, subscribe.